reject all three categories of these ballots.
Your motion is to reject or dismiss the challenges in this category in front of you?
Correct, yep.
Not going to second that, mostly because I think we all know that precedent by a court doesn't matter anymore in this country, and people violate laws anytime they want. So for me, if I violate this law, it's because I want a court to pay attention to it.
That's Diane Ellis Marseglia, one of the 3 Bucks County, Pennsylvania Board of Supervisors, in absolutely lawless action. Laws, we don't care. It doesn't matter what the state Supreme Court has said. We're just going to count whoever we want to count, regardless of whether it helps the election or not. It's a remarkable state of affairs in Bucks County. Dwayne Patterson in for Hugh Hewitt. The race, of course, has been called for Dave McCormick, and I'm joined by my good friend, Yinzer Salena Zito of the Washington Examiner and the New York Post. You can read all of her stuff at selenazito.com. Hello, Salena. How are you?
Good morning, sunshine. How are you?
I am grand. So I see everybody that matters except Bob Casey Jr. has conceded the race, right? Is Casey still holding on to the fever dream?
Yeah, I can't quite figure out what he's doing. Even with the amount of ballots left, even after the illegal counting of these voters that were unregistered, the math isn't there. He still won't win. And so I wonder if he's making this decision to just let the process play out, which is basically what he's saying, is so that the Bucks County commissioners and their actions, which again, I need to reinforce, were illegal, set precedents, and that this can be a precedent to be used in the future, because this is not something that would ever pass legislatively. So that's my guess. There's no way that he wins. There's no way.
No,
the math is not
there's no way that he. Yeah, there's no way that he wins. And Chris LaCivita tweeted a little bit earlier. Stephen Law, who is one of the vote watchers, was saying they're actually metastasizing this into a RICO scheme. Is what Bucks County is doing. And Chris LaCivita said, "Don't worry, they are going to go to jail because of this once the new administration comes in." I don't think the new Justice Department is going to put up with this and take too kindly to what their actions were. But before we completely run out of time, I want to talk about your piece on Friday, which was a masterpiece on Friday. This is Biden was the fluke in 2020, not Donald Trump in 2016. I want you to kind of flesh that out for people that didn't get a chance to read it.
So, when Trump was elected in 2016, a lot of experts and reporters and Democrats and even some Republicans said this is a fluke, right? This is an outlier. It's never going to happen again.
An aberration, yeah.
Right. And 2020 happened, and for them, that solidified their belief. And I even said a week after the election of 2020, I'm like, I think this is a fluke. I think this is a result of COVID and all that the country has been through. Donald Trump is very, very, very good at fighting something. It's very, 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 very difficult to fight a pandemic because it doesn't punch back, right? And so, I believed that, Biden winning. Now, I didn't know who was going to win in 2024. Trump went down in the polls. In fact, I wrote in February of 23, his movement back was East Palestine and showing up, right? That was really, really important. And it worked. But yeah, the country is center right. And it's been moving that way, or it actually never went away from being center right. And 2020 was just a fluke. We are not left. What Biden promised was center left. What he delivered was left, and the country wholeheartedly rejected that we are a left or even a center left country.
Just a few seconds left. Chris Wright has been named to be the energy secretary, along with Doug Burgum as interior. Uh, Fracking is back. Energy production is going to be back. So, what do you think people in Western PA think of these two picks? Are they thrilled, or do they know anything about these people?
Oh yeah, Wright and Bergam are well known in the region, both for energy. Bergman will be great in interior. His support for the Teddy Roosevelt National Park
Yep.
in North Dakota was just outstanding, and Wright is well known in the energy sector in the area.
Very good news on that front. I'm glad Pennsylvania is going to get rewarded with their vote with a bunch of energy production. Follow Salena at Zito Salena on Twitter X.